City Council to order. Will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Becky, would you please do roll call?
Mayor Clark,
Here.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Here.
Councilmember Crone,
Here.
Councilmember Grove,
Here.
Councilmember Pierce,
Here.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Here.
Agenda item D is open forum. Open forum is the time for anyone here tonight to address the council on any subject over which the council has the authority to act or on any item on the agenda other than a public hearing. Does anyone here tonight, either in the council chambers or on Zoom, wish to address the council at this time? If so, please approach the podium or raise your hand. And if you're participating via Zoom, you can click on the raise hand icon located under the reactions controls. You can come up to the podium. Please state your name and address for the record. Yep.
Hi, my name is Linda Adams, 350 Denley Drive, and I've lived in Waukee probably 3 years. And I think I spoke at one of the previous meetings about the lack of animal control for cats, and I just didn't know if city council has gotten anywhere with a solution to that, or if they're working on it. And if not, how do I go about, who would I talk to about getting it into the, I think I'm too late for the 2026 budget session,
Sure.
but for the 2027, and I'd just like to know like where to go and how to move forward. And I'm more than willing to help in any way that I can. I just feel that people love their cats as much as people love their dogs. You know, there's cat people, dog people. So, yep, that's all I've got.
I appreciate that. If you stick around, we can chat after the meeting.
Okay, yep, thank
Yep.
you.
All right. Come
Throughout the paperwork. Later, but I also got a couple other things that came into.
on. Okay.
Dave Groves, 280 Parkview Drive, Waukee, Iowa. Do you realize you can walk in my backyard and get rained on from your water tower? Kind of cool when you're walking, mowing the yard, but it's not so fun when you're not doing that. And I know the city's been aware of it because one of my neighbors told him he called it in too. It looked like rain coming off the blue part underneath.
Okay. Well, we'll check that out.
And I also want to know, I sent you a picture of my backyard. This flies off whatever you got back there. I really don't want to get hit by it. I've given Rudy one of these before, and it looks like somebody didn't know how to put it up, but that's gonna hurt if it hits. And it actually hit my pickup out in the, parked in the road this time. Last time it was in the backyard.
Okay.
How many signs are up there? Anybody got any idea? Do you ever count them?
I don't know.
Don't have a count, 'cause if they're made out of this, they're gonna hurt. And that's not cool. So, and I also brought the paperwork, and I'd like to talk to you about that later afterwards.
Perfect. If you could bring the paperwork actually to Brad, that would be great. And then if you want to stick around, we can about it. Okay. Any other open forum?
There are no hands raised in Zoom.
Okay. Open forum is closed. Agenda item E is agenda approval. Can I get a motion?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Please vote.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Yes.
Did it in the correct order tonight, so we're back on track. Agenda item I1, consent agenda part 1. Can I get a motion? Move to approve. Second. Any discussion? Please vote.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Yes.
Agenda item I2, consent agenda part 2. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second. Any discussion?
I will be abstaining due to a professional conflict.
Please vote.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Abstain.
Item I3, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend Chapter 65 stop or yield required, City of Waukee, Iowa, by amending Section 65.01 through streets, stop intersections, and by amending Section 65.03 four-way stop intersections. This is an introduction and a first reading.
Introduce the ordinance and move to approve the first reading in title only.
Second.
Rudy?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Up on the screen is the intersection of Northeast Douglas Parkway and Northeast Westgate Drive. As I mentioned previously at our workshop, we have been conducting review of this intersection, collecting traffic data, and doing warrant study reviews. This intersection does meet 2 of the 6 warrants that we review in the manual and uniform traffic control devices. And therefore, there's a schedule up there to proceed forward with an all-way stop condition at this intersection. So you can see that tonight we're doing introduction, first reading, and we'll come back with the second reading in early August, waiving the third, and moving on to final passage. And then we'll start implementing portable message signs to alert drivers of the traffic control change, and then actually deploying those stop signs on Douglas Parkway. So happy to take any questions. Staff recommends moving forward with the introduction and first reading.
Are there any questions?
No, I'm happy to see this happening.
This might be one where there's some extra notice required for quite a while afterwards. People keep remembering that
Yep.
there's a stop sign there. All right, please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Item I4, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend Chapter 167 zoning regulation signs by amending Section 167.13 association identification signs, commercial and industrial. This is a third and final reading.
Move to approve the third reading of the ordinance in title only and place it on final passage.
Second.
Andy?
All right. Good evening, Mayor Clark, council members. This is the ordinance to Chapter 167, which regulates signage in our community, to simply make some code adjustments for commercial and industrial association identification signage. Staff is recommending approval of the third reading, and I'm happy to take any questions if there are any.
Are there any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Item I5, consideration of approval of an ordinance to amend Chapter 169 zoning regulations, district regulations by amending Chapter 169.01 districts established and Chapter 169.02 official zoning map by repealing said sections and enacting in lieu thereof the readoption of the official zoning map. This is also a third and final reading.
Move to approve the third reading of the ordinance only and place it on final passage.
Second. Melissa?
As a reminder, this is just to update our official zoning map, which is shown up on the screen, just to reflect all the changes that we've had in the last 2 years since the last approved one in 2023. Staff recommends approval of the final reading to readopt the official zoning map, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Item I6, consideration of approval of a resolution approving revised site plan for Lot 2, Waukee Town Center, Plat 2 at 980 Southeast Laurel Street.
Move to approve. Second.
Melissa?
The owner and applicant is Waukee Town Center LLC. The property is located west of Southeast Alice's Road and south of Southeast Laurel Street. It's circled in or highlighted in red on the screen. Multiple site plans have been approved for this site. At this time, the developer is requesting approval of revised building elevations. I have the revised ones on the left side and then the previously approved building elevations on the right-hand side of the screen. The revised elevations, it's a lot of the same materials. It's just kind of oriented a little bit different based on the tenants that are wanting to go in there, and some different colors. So the revised elevations are proposed to be constructed mostly of brick, composite panels, concrete masonry unit, EIFS, precast concrete wall panels, stone, and storefront system. Staff recommends approval of the revised site plan for revised building elevations, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions? Please vote.
Councilmember Battenberg.
Yes.
Councilmember Grove.
Yes.
Councilmember Crone.
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce.
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair.
Yes.
Item I7, consideration of approval of a resolution approving site plan for Waukee Town Center Phase 2 at 1050 Southeast Laurel Street. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Melissa?
Again, the owner and applicant is Waukee Town Center LLC. This is just to the south of the property that we were just looking at. It's 12.3 acres total. It is zone C1, Community and Highway Service Commercial District with a planned development overlay. This site has received site plan approval from City Council on April 1st, 2024 for the site utilities and parking lot only. The approved site plan did not include any of the buildings or site amenities, but since that time, none of those utilities or parking areas were installed. So this request today, the site plan includes a complete site plan, including all the site utilities, parking areas, site amenities, and then several of the buildings. This project specifically includes 4 multi-tenant retail buildings. The building at the northwest corner of the site is about 23,000 square feet in area. You go to the next screen because you might be able to see it a little. I guess this is oriented differently, but on the north is the left-hand side. So this building is the one I'm talking about. That's 23,000 square feet. And then the building just to the south of that is approximately 15,000 square feet in area. The C-shaped building, kind of centrally located within the overall, this one, centrally located within that Waukee Town Center development is approximately 54,000 square feet in area. And then the building at the south side of the site is about 18,000 square feet in area. So this building right there. All buildings are about 26 feet in height, except for the furthest south building is about 31 feet in height. All buildings are intended for commercial use. At this point, tenants are unknown. Several parking areas are included throughout this site, and then parking will be shared for the whole development. Site amenities are shown between the buildings located at the northwest corner of the site. Some of these amenities include a water feature, a skating rink, or multi-use space, a playground area, a fire pit, and several seating areas. An amphitheater is shown along the pond on the west side of the site. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. So kind of this area right here is shown to be the amphitheater area. And that will be kind of in conjunction with the city's property too, and the Parks Department will work with them on that. There's also a building shown on the site plan as a future, let me go back. As a future building, it's this one right here. They will need a separate site plan approval for that at that point in the future. Several accesses will be provided into the site from the private drive located to the east. And then also several pedestrian connections will be provided throughout this development and then also to the surrounding trails. Parking and landscaping requirements are being met. A landscape buffer will be provided along the south side of the site. And then private utilities will serve the proposed site. Stormwater detention will be provided within the existing city-owned pond, which is located just to the west of the site. Building elevations, go to those. So this is the furthest north building. A lot of the same materials are used, just in different ways and different colors. For all the entire site, it's a lot of brick, composite cladding panels, concrete masonry unit, metal panels, fiber cement siding, EIFS, and glazing. And then the trash enclosures are proposed to be constructed of concrete masonry unit, and they will all be located behind the building, so they will not be seen. So that's the furthest north. This one is just south and includes the skate shack, kind of in that darker gray area. And then this is the C-shaped building. This is the back of the C-shaped building that you won't really see. It's within the inside of the interior of it. And then this is the furthest south building. And then this is just an example of what might be seen for that amphitheater area, but that will, again, details will be figured out with the Parks and Rec Department. Staff is recommending approval of the site plan at this time, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
The main one is what's going in, but she already said she can't or won't tell us, so.
Not a public. All right. With that, please vote.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
Item I8, consideration of approval of a resolution approving agreement for professional consulting services with OPN Architects for Waukee Fire Station number 91 remodel project. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Brad?
Thank you, Mayor. With the recent completion and opening of the new Station 92, which houses both the police department as well as one of our two fire stations, it's now time to move forward with a remodel of the existing station, which is Fire Station number 91, consistent with your goals and priorities as part of strategic planning this year and last year and moving into this year. The proposed improvements include a major remodel of the fire side of that facility, really to accommodate the growing, the growth within the department, as well as to create similar amenities as to what is being provided within Station 92, the new facility. On the police side of that building, the intent is to do some minor remodeling and modifications to accommodate other departments within the city, which are within spaces that aren't really conducive for continued growth. So this would allow for expansion of those departments as we continue to grow over the next 5 to 7 years as kind of an interim period before additional new public facilities are planned. The recommendation is to move forward with OPN Architects, who was the designer for the new public safety building, as well as they have done an initial plan and study for the existing facility. Before you tonight is an agreement for professional consulting services with OPN, with the cost representing roughly 8.5% of the projected budget for the overall project. Would also note that the majority of the systems within that building are the original systems, approximately 25 years old, and are in need of a major upgrade as well. So this is the time to get all that completed. Staff would recommend approval of the resolution.
Thank you. Any questions? All right, please vote.
Councilmember Grove,
Yes.
Councilmember Crone,
Yes.
Councilmember Battenberg,
Yes.
Councilmember Pierce,
Yes.
Councilmember Sinclair,
Yes.
All right. Item J, reports. Brad?
Thank you, Mayor. You may have seen on social media or in the news that Central Iowa Water Works is beginning the process of bringing back irrigation, starting first with residential properties. I believe all of our information was updated today. Irrigation can begin for, I believe it's even addressed homes.
Yep.
Odd
first.
odd first. Beginning
Even on
tomorrow and then a transition. So all that'll be covered. I'm not gonna go through it because I'll screw it up, but it is within all of our website and social media channels and so forth. And I know it's been on the news as well. So excited to start that process back. They will continue to monitor that from an irrigation standpoint on the residential side. And then the intent is to gradually bring back commercial and then finally government and schools at the end here. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Steve?
No report.
Chris? No report.
No report. No report.
Ben?
No report.
Well, just a final note, reminder that there is the redistricting meeting, a public hearing being held over at Dallas County Administration Building on the 3 to 5 redistricting of the county supervisors. So that is tomorrow at 7 p.m. With that, I will take a motion for adjournment.
Move to adjourn. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Bye, Ben.